Good afternoon to everybody. Today's afternoon it's a big challenge for me because I try to speak only English and only British English, and I'm just apologies for my not so British accent. I'm from Venice, not from London, and it's a pleasure for me to show you my little work about typical English food, especially typical British breakfast. So let's have a look and learn. Typical British food. Taught for Year 4. This is me, Teacher Sara Ferraresso, or Teacher Sarah. And let's go on and learn something about British food. To start a funny English breakfast, I suggest to watch on YouTube a very funny video for kids. Now, here's a piece of information after the video to start as better as you can your English lesson. The traditional full English breakfast includes bacon, fried poached or scrambled eggs, fried or grilled tomatoes, fried mushrooms, fried bread, buttered toast and sausages, black pudding and baked beans. What else? Oh, now we can listen to a girl from Scotland. What does she usually have for breakfast? And we can learn something more about typical Scottish breakfast. What Sally has for her breakfast, lunch and dinner. This is another listening activity, very useful for your kids, for your children, to learn something about food, something about typical British or English food, meals, etc. Now, answer with your friends. This is a speaking or a writing activity if you want. If you prefer, what does usually Sally have for her breakfast? What does usually Sally have for lunch? What does usually Sally have for dinner? What does usually Sally have for dessert? And you can answer and ask to your children, to your pupil, to answer in couple or in pair groups, etc. Now let's have a look to new words found in the phrases baked, beans, poached, and scrambled. Now I suggest more practice speaking about you, about your daily routine, about meals especially. What do you usually have for breakfast? What do you usually have for lunch? What do you usually have for dinner? And what do you usually have for dessert? So you can ask to your pupils, your children, to answer only speaking, or they also can or could try to answer in a writing activity, in pair group, in couple, as you can like, or something else. So let's have a look to something new. But we have just seen this in the sentences. Frequency adverbs answer following this example or my example, or just follow my example. Subject or pronoun plus adverb plus verb plus object is the structure of the phrases of the sentence. But let's have a look carefully to the place of the frequency adverbs. The frequency adverbs come next to and after the pronoun or the subject. I usually have toast and cappuccino, for example.